Well, going to a museum isn't always exciting for some, but one local man has found a way to make a slice of history very fun.
Yes, indeed. Checking back in with Cody and his caravan as he checks out the Museum of Beer.
That's right. We're in the international section of the Museum of Beer in Greg's Garage. International. You see from what kind of countries we got represented?
We've got Brazil, Canada, you've got Mexico, England, you've got Japan, South Korea, China, you've got your European beers, your Germans, your Danish, and then you've got Australian and South Africa.
There you go. The international portion. So I asked you a very difficult question. I said, you know what, let's get 3 cans out and tell me some stories about these things. So we got 3 cans here. Go for it.
Okay, so the first one, this is a 1930s Ortels 92. When I was in 7th grade playing football, we went out to a farm in Franklin, Tennessee, and this little kid I played football with brought these cans out that he found in his grandfather's barn. So I conveniently took one of them. So this can is quite, I've had it for
He's been on the run ever since.
30, almost 40 years.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Next story.
This can I found, it's in very good shape. I was looking for cans on Highway 9 between Felton and Santa Cruz. And I was,
as one does. Yeah.
Yes, and I looked like a homeless person. I was carrying a bag of, old rusty cans, and I got stung by a bee. It was a long day. I didn't get any good cans. At the very end, I was about to leave, and I looked up in a tree, and this can was sitting in a tree. So the only thing, and it was the tree was growing around it.
Oh my goodness!
But it's in really good condition because it was off the ground. So the only thing I can imagine is in the 30s, somebody threw the can out, landed in a small tree, and it grew up over the years.
Okay, that's crazy.
And it had a very small hole where the tree was. And
What?
That is
like
crazy.
that story.
Okay, this one right here is interesting. Look at it. Notice it's missing a top.
Brand new.
Missing a top. You guys think about where this came from?
So this was from a recent find in Boeing up in Seattle, where they found these abandoned wind tunnels, and at the end of these wind tunnels were all these cans that had the tops cut off, and they're excellent shape because they're all at the end of the tunnel and they weren't exposed to weather. So Boeing used all these beer cans for some wind experiments
and stuff. That is wild. That is so wild. One more. I'm going to throw in one more for you because you just told us this story about this beer right here. And I was dying laughing. So this one's actually a bottle instead of a can.
Yes, this is a Dubois Budweiser. It's I think it's out back east from Dubois, Pennsylvania. So back in the 30s, they were sued by Anheuser-Busch because of the use of the name of Budweiser. So they were put out of business prior to World War II.
Oh, so close. So close. I'm sorry, what I'm sorry, my producer's talking to me in my ear. Oh, it's time to wrap things up. A little quitting time. It's quitting time.
So that, Cody, you might be familiar. That logo there's like convenience stores in the Midwest called Quick Trip. And that's what that logo is. So they must have had their own beer that they called Quitting Time.
Quitting time. Well, that's it for us from Greg's Garage today. It's quitting time. Greg, thank you so much for having us out. This was so much fun. Fascinating stuff.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming out on this humid day.
All right, quitting time. We got to go.
This is great.
We got to go. Back to you.
Nothing like wrapping up a hard day's of work with a 6-pack of gas station brand beer.
Hey, Cody, before you leave us, where do you want to send the caravan next?
I think he's left.
You know what? Do you have something in your house or your garage where people go, you actually have a museum? You don't have a collection, you have a museum. Let me know. Good day at kmaxtv.com. Just put subject line Cody's Caravan and I'll contact you.
Kind of like the place you're at right now.
Time.
That's quitting time, Code.
Museum, not the collection. All right, thanks, Code.